Hello, my crafty friends. It's Maria Robinson, Stamping Simply with Maria. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up here in the United States. Thank you again for joining me today in another fun card tutorial. Like I said in my last video, or actually 2 videos before, I'm going to be focusing on making simple cards for the month of July, simply because to me it's kind of like cooking. I don't want to be in the kitchen all the time cooking. So as much as I love to craft, I want to get outside and enjoy the sunshine, my pool, my dogs. You know, I just want to get some fresh air. So that's why I'm doing these simple cards, and I hope you're enjoying them as well. So before we get started, I wanted to remind you about the online exclusives that went live on July 6th. They're online exclusives because they are not found in any catalog. So you have to go online, and in the special section on my website, it will tell you, it will bring you, it'll have like a list, and online exclusives will be one of them. Or you can scan this QR code, and that will also take you directly to the online exclusives. If you are doing the online exclusives or placing any order, please be sure to use my host code that's linked in the description below the video. In addition, the whole month of July, so you have a couple more weeks to go, you can earn a coupon, a $5 coupon for placing a $50 order in my store the whole month of July. And it doesn't matter how many orders you place. So if you place an order for, like, let's say $150, well, for every $50 that you spend, you get a $5 coupon that you could redeem in August. Isn't that cool? So it's kind of like Kohl's Cash. You get $10 for every $50. This one you get $5 for every $50 that you spend. So I love that. I think that's great. So today's card is this one that I'm showing right here. Very basic, very easy, uses minimal supplies. So it's perfect for the beginning stamper or someone that doesn't have all these supplies and you don't want to buy everything. So this is perfect. I'm using 1 stamp set. I'm sorry, 2, because the greeting, I wanted to do a happy birthday card. So this was perfect for this card. So my inspiration came from the annual catalog. And in particular, I saw this card right here, and I was like, wow, that's pretty easy to make. Now, I didn't have this stamp set, so I adapted it for the stamp set that I thought might work with it. So as you see, I've got a lot of pages marked off here. They are other simple cards that I will be making in the future and hope to share with you as well. So let's set that aside. So the 2 stamp sets that I am using is Irresistible Blooms. That's another stamp set that is only available online and you won't find it in the catalog. And I'm also using Go-To Greetings. This is one of my favorites. I love the fonts, different fonts and different size sentiments with, different sentiments. Of course, you have happy birthday, thinking of you, just a note, and hello in different fonts and different sizes. So this is definitely my go-to for my greetings, hence the name. All right, so let's see what we have here. So minimal supplies, I'm not kidding. You'll need a piece of cardstock. This is, it's either basic, no, not basic gray. What is this? Smoky slate or gray granite. I get those 2 colors confused because they are so similar. So forgive me. 5.5 by 8.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. So just a half sheet of cardstock. And then we have a piece that will go on the inside right here. And this is the piece that we'll be stamping on. And this is cut at 3.5 by 4.5. Let me just crease the edges here on my cardstock here, my card base. We'll set these 2 pieces aside for now. So, and the colors that I am using is Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, Old Olive, and gray granite. So just 4 colors. And I'll be doing a stamping off technique so you'll get even more colors or more bang for your color. All right, so let's bring this in, and I need a piece of scrap paper. So let me just grab one here. I would get my Stampin' Pierce mat, but because that has a piece of scrap paper on it, but I don't need the Pierce mat because my stamps are photopolymer. And I could use this surface because it wipes clean easily, but I'm being lazy, so I don't want to do that either. All right, so we have that in place. So first what we're going to do is we're going to stamp our largest images. Again, this is from Irresistible Blooms. So I'm just going to ink this up good. Then we'll just stamp it right about there maybe. Okay, that's good. And then we'll do the same with the other smaller flower. And we'll stamp that around here. And that's it. All right, we can close up the Calypso Coral. I'm done with that. Just gonna place my used stamps in on my simple chamois, and I'll clean those off later. I just don't want to get those mixed up with anything else that I've used already. All right, next I'm going to do my leaves. So I have 3 sizes of leaves here. We have the 3-leaf, the double leaf, and then another 3-leaf, but this is smaller. So I'm going to do a few of these, the larger leaf. I'm going to do that right about here, full strength. And then I'm going to go around and just stamp off a little. Stamp off. I'll do one there. Stamp off. I'll put one down here. Stamp off. And let's see, we'll put another one down here. Okay, that's done with that one. Then we have our double leaf. And let's see, I want to do this one down here. And I'll stamp off. Do a couple here. Stamp off again. Do one up here. And stamp off. And maybe do one down here. Okay. And then we'll do the little one, we'll just fill in. I'm going to do this full strength here. I'll turn my cardstock here. And put one here. Put one down here. And do another one over here. That's good. We'll close up our old olive. We're done with that. And then I'm going to come in with this splatter design, and we'll use Petal Pink. Again, I'm going to be stamping off. So ink that up, stamp off. And I'm going to stamp directly on the other images. And it's very light, so you barely see it, but it gives it a nice little decorative element to the background. I'm just randomly stamping. So I'm stamping off, stamping on, stamping off, stamping on, off, and on. Turn my cardstock a little, stamp off, stamp on, off. That's good. I think I got pretty much the whole thing, maybe just a little bit down here. Do that. All right. So that is all for the images. And while I'm stamping, I'm going to also do my sentiment. So I'm going to set this aside for a minute. And I want to show you a little trick. So you see how this happy birthday is side by side? I want to stack it. So I want to get this, how it's stacked. So let me show you how I did that. So we are using gray granite. And you got some handy dandy plain old Scotch tape. And then I need to see, I think this is going to be too narrow. So this piece here I think will be good, and we can always trim it down. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of tape over the word happy, right up to the edge. I'm going to ink birthday. Now this stamp is also pretty easy. You don't even need to do it with the tape. I just find it easier that way. But you see how it's separated? There's enough separation. You can always just, you know, line it up on your pad, but this will be easier for me. Just make sure, I didn't get the whole thing. There we go. That you remove that piece of tape. Otherwise, that's going to go on your card, and you don't want that. All right, so I'm going to stamp this right about here. And see, you don't get birthday in there. So I'm going to just clean that off. And then we'll do the same thing with happy. Just cleaning that off a little on my chamois. And then I'm going to put a piece of tape over the word birthday. Again. We'll ink up happy. And then remove the other side. Put that in the garbage. And then I'm going to stamp happy right above that. Say right about here. Perfect. I'll put that in my chamois. We'll close this up. Actually, you know what? I think I want to redo that because we'll leave it. All right, let me put these things aside here. All right, where's my trimmer? I'm going to trim this up a little. There you have it. Pretty cool. So we are almost done with this. Actually, I need that trimmer still. So let me just set my sentiment aside. So, excuse me. In order to achieve this look, what you want to do is after you've stamped your cardstock, you want to put it in the trimmer. So you're looking to line up those 2 points, the top on a diagonal and the bottom, and you want to cut those down in the center. Now I like to use my trimmer and cut it, you know, start in the center as opposed to starting at the point. So this way I don't have to worry about it ripping the points. And just slice down. That's it. That is it. All right, so I have my card base, make sure it's going the right way. My 2 pieces. Here, you don't want to butt these up next to each other. You want to get them as close as possible, you know, leaving a little space in the center. And then what I did is I added dimensionals on the back part of my cut images, my cut pieces. So we'll add just a few dimensionals here. I think 4 should do it on each one. 2 and 4. So what I forgot to do is, before removing the dimensionals, the backings, you want to line these up and make sure that you have them correctly. So let me line up the piece that doesn't have the back, that has the backings on it. Let's line that up first, make sure that we have it centered correctly. I think that's good. And then I'm going to add the other piece alongside it, leaving a little gap. And when I'm happy, I'm going to press it down. I think I need to move this over just a hair. Right about there. Okay, now I can remove the backings on the other one. Put that down. And we'll add our sentiment. So the catalog is a great place. It's a great resource to get your card ideas from. And I don't use it as much as I should. I'm going to try to do that more. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a piece of ribbon just along the bottom, just so it's the same like the one in the picture on the in the catalog. So I'm going to cut this a little bit. So I'm just going to add that there, put a little liquid glue. Back here, keep that open. Put a little bit more on the ribbon. Okay. I'll just add this to the card, like so. And that's it. Very simple. Very simple, very basic. Anybody could do it. Takes minimal supplies. Like I said, I used the 1 stamp set just to keep a couple of pieces of cardstock, and you're done. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. I really enjoy that, and I also enjoy reading your comments. So please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the video, and I hope you give it a try. Definitely take a look at the catalog. There's so many basic cards in there, very easy cards, and that anybody could duplicate. However, you know, there's also the kits where you can, you know, put them together very easily. But this is also very easy. And until next time, have a great day. Take care. Bye.